It's your boy JUSTIN. Make sure you stay tuned in. You will definitely want to see this video. Nphc Greek panel video. I got a representative from each D9 organization from the University of Toledo. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself first. I'm Justin Chavis, for y'all who don't know me, repping Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, the unstoppable Lambda Epsilon chapter, Tail Club, Spring 18. Wait, hold on. I don't think y'all heard me. Tail Club, Spring 18, and I'm a quad, so you know I'm a 4, you know how we do, I hold it down, and now we're gonna go into the video.
What's up, y'all? Denzel Mitchell of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, the untouchable Epsilon Alpha chapter, Fall 17, Wild Deuce.
Hey y'all, my name is Laycee Horn. I'm a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Alpha Lambda chapter. I cross Spring 18, and I'm 5 Tail Club.
You know, Curtis, you know, member, you know, Kappa Alpha Psi. Fraternity Incorporated, you know, the greatest sprite in the world, you know what I'm saying, you know, but Chris Spring 17, Ace Club, you know, Beta Z Slap chapter.
How y'all doing? I'm a Christian Lett, member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, Nasty Ace Dawg, Spring 17, Omega Epsilon, root to the cubes.
Hey everyone, it's Domonique Anthony, member of the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, the beautiful Beta Lambda chapter, you know, Trey Club.
Hey y'all, it's Bree Logston of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, the Oh Fly Alpha Pi chapter. I cross Spring 18, Trey Club, Best Club.
Hey everyone, I'm Ashley Robinson, member of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, from the Xi Beta chapter, and I am the Deuce Club.
Hi, my name is DeVante Russell, member of Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated, the Grimy Gamma Nu chapter, Spring 16, Rock Club, where we throw big bowls.
I would say that in my case it's changed me for the better. I think I've definitely matured a little bit more, and I'm a lot more open-minded and even more confident as well. And you know, I just feel like that I will only continue to grow as time goes on, so I don't really feel like it's affecting me negatively at all.
I would definitely agree with Zell. I think I definitely grew professionally, socially, personally, networking, self-growth. I know time management is so key, and I learned that through joining my organization. Get to network, meet new people, and be a part of a true sisterhood. So I definitely grew for the better.
I definitely say I changed for the better. I got more confidence, definitely a lot more confidence. I didn't talk to nobody before I became Greek. I was very to myself. I didn't have no friends on campus, and now like I'll talk to anybody, I'll say hi to anybody, so I definitely think that's for the better.
Yeah, I would say I changed for the better for real. I would say it's a good learning experience. Like coming off, you don't know exactly what you're about to get into, but as time goes, you know, that's why you have your fraternity, or if you're in a sorority, like brothers or sisters around you to help guide you the right way, and you learn different things as you go down the path of Greek life.
Definitely growing for the better. It helped me realize my potential as not only a person, but as a woman.
Yeah, you know, definitely, you know, made me, you know, a greater guy, you know, from me being a father, you know, to being, you know, a student, you know, being a brother, you know, in the bond, definitely made me a greater person. Now I will say, you know, my females may have been acting up a lot lately, but you know, so you know, in that position, you know, for the worst, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I look aside, you know, it definitely made me a better person though.
I would greatly say it changed me for the better. On the networking side, how to handle my business, time management, I can tighten up on a little bit, you know. But other than that, you know, I'm blessed to be in the organization I'm in, and just the D9 in general. But you know, I've been that guy. You know?
I would say mine was just more so a mixture of everything. I definitely feel like it was positive. Just time management, focus, confidence. I think it really just helped me professionally develop myself for the next step in life.
Yeah, I feel like it definitely was for the better. I became a lot independent, and like being like having like a president role, like that was really tough for me, like I'm not gonna lie. So I like what it teaches me every day, and like the pressure it puts on me to make me like be better.
I would say after I first crossed, I kind of got a little too caught up in the partying aspect of being Greek, so I kind of embarrassed myself once or twice, but you know what, it's alright. I learned from it, and I've since kind of gotten myself back on track.
Oh, I don't text nobody back now. I have like 200 unread messages because I don't respond to nobody, because sometimes I just want to be left alone. So I guess like my social skills have like better, but they also like on the like phone side definitely got worse because I just be so annoyed with like my phone. Like I just be wanting to toss it to the side.
Is it because you're a finer woman?
And, you know, and I don't know if that's it or if it's just because people just keep texting me.
You know, I just crossed 2018, so I always want to be with my sons or with my sorors, my big sisters, and sometimes you can kind of, not intentionally, but forget about the friends that you had before you were Greek or the friends that aren't Greek, because you get so caught up in wanting to be with your sons, you want to kick, you want to stroll, you want to kick it with the, you know, your other sons that's in other organizations that you kind of put your other relationships to the side. So I think that's kind of like a downfall, but you get out of Greek life what you put in, and you just have to stay level-headed and remember who you are.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that was mine.
Greek life could definitely be a distraction, even from school, because you know, school just ended and grades came out. We're not gonna talk about that. I would say that's very hard coming off, and then I forget about, you know, or I might skip class or something like that. But yeah, you just gotta stay focused for real.
We don't skip class.
No, you know,
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it 100. This scholarship or everything, I got classmates, you know what I mean? Networking, that's where that come in at.
Sorry, I gotta take that sheet.
Of course, you know, I got a twin brother, as you can see, you know what I'm saying? You know, we're pretty nasty twins, you know what I'm saying? You know, but, you know, we always take, you know, networking very seriously. That was like a big reason on why I personally did it. Of course, you know, the Nukes, you know, they dress real nice, and they dress, you know, real suave, you know, real different. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, as you can see, you know what I'm saying?
For me, like, I'm mixed, so, like, I got, like, a lot of white female role models, and then I came to campus and like saw all these black girls doing their thing, so I was like, oh, okay. So for real, I just wanted to get like in touch with my roots, and then like I actually got to like see what the organization did and everything like that. So I was like, yeah, this is where I need to be at, like this for me.
When I first came to college, I didn't really know much of anything about Greek life. The very little experiences that I did have was, you know, with a close friend that wound up being one of my big brothers. And once I got here, I saw like the work that the alphas were doing on campus, and you know, a lot of the big leaders on campus when I first got here were indeed alphas. And then when I kind of did a lot of research on the organization, it was really like a hand in glove fit. Like I don't even think I would fit in with anybody else. So
I just feel like it was a perfect fit for me. You can't categorize an Omega man in my eyes. They could be doctors, lawyers, fashion stylists like myself, anything, teachers, athletes. You know, you can't categorize an Omega man. That would stand out to me the most. Plus, you know, they don't nasty dogs. So
I would say for myself, I have a sister who was a part of my organization as well, and she was definitely a role model for me. I model, I act, I dance, and sometimes people look at you for what's just on the outside, but I'm also intelligent too. So what stood out to me about my organization is that yes, we're pretty girls, pinky, hair flip, all of that, but we're more than that. We're educators. We are, you know, doctors, lawyers, engineers. We're leaders on campus, so we're much more than what you see on the outside. And that, especially at a time in 1908, when women were just supposed to be housewives and cater to their men, these black women, they wanted to be educated. They seeked higher learning, and that's what stood out to me about my organization, is that yes, we are gorgeous women, we are also pretty, but we're also extremely intelligent. So that's what made me want to be a part, because it spoke to me.
And like Zell said, when I came here, I really didn't know too much about Greek life except for what you saw like on TV and in movies and stuff. So when I got here, I really saw the Caucasian fraternities and sororities, and then I saw Nphc, and you really saw a lot of networking. But once you do your research, that's why it's like really important to do research. You start realizing it's so much more to look at. So honestly, if you ever get the opportunity to go into Nphc, there should be no reason that you had chosen for the wrong reason, because there's so much that every organization stands for.
Initially it was like for the energy and like their confidence, basically, because we didn't have any SGROs at Toledo, so I was like seeking out MBG. So like, you know, you go out, like you see like some SGROs be like at the parties, and they just be like, oh my god, I love your shoes, or oh my god, I love your hair. And I just thought that was so nice. And my family, like, they live in Atlanta, and it's like how like everyone is just so connected. Like I sent out one text like on Facebook, it's like, hey Soros, I'm out here, and like 2 days later someone came and picked me up, took me out to lunch. So I definitely love like the love that they give for
For me, I'd say it was just more so I wanted to build a tradition, not rest upon one, which is actually my fraternity's motto. When I first came here, I didn't know too much about Greek life, but when I did my research over the different organizations, I pretty much saw that IOTA was more so like individualistic. They don't really fit any stereotype. I know Christian back here said that they don't fit one either, but just to go down the line, Qs, he said it, the nasty dogs, Kappas, they pretty boys, Sigmas, they Sigmas, and Alphas, they Alphas. Pretty much, I ain't gonna say nothing too crazy. It's just more so, I like what IOTA stood for. It did a lot of things in the community and just gave me a positive image.
I feel it. Yeah, I joined for impact, you feel me? Sigmas had the highest GPA on campus when I became interested out of the fraternities, not the hub,
Yeah.
But,
say that.
Dang. And that stood out to me, you know what I mean? And then when it came to having an impact onto the community, I saw what they were doing on campus. I'm into business. They had, business events. They were doing community service and things of that nature. And then also me having an impact potentially on the organization, bringing in my talents, with different things I do, with motivational speaking, videos and stuff, and just mentoring, you know what I'm saying? So,
when it comes to me, remember, KSI, achievement, it's real deep in our bloodline, you know what I'm saying? So when I started remember, KSI, on UT campus, they did just that. And I felt the need, for me to, bring myself right into that threshold, you know what I'm saying? So for me, achievement, within me being a father, like I said, me being a student, to me being a businessman, I got 2 businesses, so it definitely stood out to me. Of course, the way they dress as well. So that's what made me actually really want to do it personally.
it has.
I would say friends. Definitely friends. Like my circle changed. Pretty much my LBs became my best friends. Like everybody else other than that just kind of fell off just because we were in 2 different spaces for real.
I definitely am very close to my LBs. I spend most of my time with them. Outside of that, I do have like not even 5 like really close friends. One of them actually is a Q, and we started our college career together. So that's another thing too that I think people kind of get mixed up with. Just because you're in a different fraternity or sorority, like you can't be close to other people, and that's not the case at all. And as far as like women goes, honestly, like I don't know, you weed out the women that want you just because you're alpha or because you're in a fraternity or whatever.
Whoever was there for you from the beginning, not gonna ever change. Like I said, my twin brother is in a whole different organization than me, and we still like peanut butter on jelly, man. I still got the same best friends since the 3rd grade. I lost my girlfriend, you feel me? That's about it. But they had to kick rocks anyway.
Yeah, I feel like females, when it comes to like people in fraternities, I feel like they're the first ones to say like, you changed since you got your letters. But when it comes to like your day one mans and everything like that,
don't switch up.
Yeah, you don't switch up for real. Like you just gotta find a balance. At first it's hard, but at the end of the day, they know it's an adjustment and everything. But if you just stay true to yourself, like Denzel said, yeah, your circle kind of changed, but just with your LBs and fraternity, but everybody else should stay the same.
My biggest thing is like being a part of an organization takes up a lot of your time. So I just really miss my family. And like my brothers and sisters are always messaging me like, oh, you don't got no time for us, and I be feeling so bad. So it's like you really gotta manage your time and make time for the people that you love and the people that you want to see.
Personally, with my relationship with God has not changed. I would say honestly it has gotten stronger because this is a blessing that he has put into my life. So I feel like I wouldn't switch or turn my back on him just because of my new stance. As far as other people, when you join a fraternity or a sorority, you have to hit the ground running. As far as you have new priorities, you get a new family basically. Not like you get to leave the other ones behind, but it's new people in your life, new priorities, new tasks that you need to do. And sometimes people can't keep up with that. Like Justin said, some people say like, oh, you changed. But you assume I changed because now I can't hang out with you. Now I can't go to the party and act wild. So sometimes in that aspect, it does affect relationships.
If somebody changed or somebody thinks somebody had changed because they got in their org, at the same time, y'all got to look at it like they represent something honestly that's way bigger than themselves now. So they can't go to a party, they can't drink as much as they used to, you know what I'm saying? They can't just get sloppy drunk, you know what I'm saying? Like they actually stand for something now. So like everybody basically said, like if they was with you before, they'd be with you there. You come if they really down for you. My brother is my best friend. By the grace of God, my other best friend, my brother, he happened to become a member of KSI as well. Adam Willis, but other than that, my friends say the same for real, so.
It's like what he said, a lot of the stuff that comes is more positive than anything, so if they're trying to switch up on you and say you changed, it's just for the better. So.
And I would say, like, your true friends are gonna understand. Like, I know, like I touched a little bit earlier that, you get really busy when you're a part of Greek life. And my friend drove all the way from Columbus just to see me cross, and she fill my propane. She found out hours before. That's the type of friends that you have in your corner when you kind of don't talk to them for a couple weeks, and they'll call you and be like, where you been? Okay, you think you're brand new, but it's never been they're upset or don't want to be your friend anymore. Because really, you should have friends in your circle it's grind season. We're in college. We're trying to excel. We're trying to build. We're trying to grow. And so you don't have really a lot of time to kick it and have fun all the time. It's about business. I'm in college. So those are the type of friends, because iron sharpens iron. So you have to be around people who are trying to grow and develop too. So anybody that would be upset with you for being busy, they probably shouldn't be in your corner anyway, because they need to be busy. Even though I'm busy with Greek life, you need to be busy doing something, get an internship or something. So it really.
Yeah, your friends really gotta be understanding too.
Yes.
Like if you're not understanding, and then you'd be like, oh no, I understand like what you're going through. Like no, you don't.
You don't. You don't.
So I really dislike when people say that, because you don't understand. If they're not understanding and like they're not trying to, make you better as an individual, then I did change, for the better.
Right, exactly.
I did change. I changed for the better. You feel me?
For me, it was like different because surprisingly, my grandma, like, she really doesn't support what I do. But it's like, I think it's more she doesn't understand it. So I tried to talk to her like, hey, like this is like, a good thing. It's a positive thing for me. So when I tell her about the leadership roles that I do and like the stuff that we do to give back, then she starts to get it. But my friends wise, no, like they've been supported like the whole way through. And like my boyfriend, he's Greek, so he probably gets it. Like, so he's been supportive too, so.
What fraternity is he in?
He is a member of Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated.
There's that.
Like in a relationship, like you gotta have somebody that's understanding. Like I ain't had no mans before this, and I ain't have no mans after this. But what I'm saying is, But what I'm saying is, like, if you have a relationship and you're coming into this, they gotta be the most supportive person possible, because it's a lot to deal with, and there's gonna be a lot of days where they might not see you. So you have to be able to we can put in this work, like we can make this work. And if they're not willing to do that, then toodles.
Seriously though.
They have to trust too.
Yeah,
it's going your DMs. Let me tell you. They're going to pie. They're going to pie. Okay, you gonna go everywhere. You see my cross you see. Okay, that means I was everywhere. I see you gonna get it. So you gotta know it's gotta be a lot of trust. Okay.
Stay solid.
Yes, but I suggest you just be single. Be single. Be single.
Hey, by the way, noobs never cheat.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
I agree.
That's a lie. Wow.
Honestly, I don't care. I didn't join for them, so I just make sure that I stay on my path. And as long as you keep close to you while you join and what you want to accomplish with your fraternity or sorority, then don't let the outside noise matter, because the people that support you are the people who truly care about you.
Yeah, people are always going to talk, whether you're in Greek life or not. You can't really please anyone, and basically you can't really pay them too much attention, because then they'll get you off your path and then get you out here looking crazy.
Sometimes it's a little more difficult to have that aspect when it's someone like your mother or your father, or someone who's really close to you, whose opinion really matters. So I would say you have to trust in yourself and your decision, and you have to not push it to the side, but know that you're doing this for yourself, and that they're going to support you regardless. They might not support you financially. You might have to find a way. You just have to find it within yourself to keep going and remember why you wanted to join, like they said.
I mean, sometimes you got to think like, some people gonna hate you just because you have something that they can't attain themselves.
Absolutely.
So if somebody says something negative about you or your organization or just Greek life in general, it's just more so maybe some people hate, some people wish that they could have what you have. So
when you do something great, they always hate.
Hello?
Yeah.
So the goal is to make them hate.
Hello?
Yeah, if they're not talking about you, you're not doing nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely. You ain't got no energy. You ain't you check them.
Smack them around a little bit.
But
Everything.
that's, my line sisters are really my sisters. They're not my friends. They're my sisters. So just like I would check my biological sister, if she was going haywire, we're doing things that I'm gonna check my line sisters. So, but that's what a sisterhood is: checks and balances, keeping them in order, keeping them in check. Like when she's slipping in school, or you kicking it a little too much, sis, and you got a project due. That's what you're there for.
Yeah.
So hold it down. And I'm a tell. I hold it down.
Yeah, I definitely check my LSs and my LBs, and they check me too. Like sometimes,
Yeah, they definitely check me too.
I definitely like any chance I get. I'm a check Justin. I'm gonna check Sola. Like I'm gonna check all my LBs. I'm gonna check all my LSs, and I know for a fact. Because I've been checked a couple times. They're gonna check me too, but I need that. Like in the Greek world, you're put under this like radar, and people are always gonna look at you. People are always checking for you. So if you need to be checked, they're always gonna be there to do that because you don't want to make your organization look bad.
I actually live with one of my LBs, so like, if he's ever going through anything, or if I'm going through anything, like, I'll just pull him in my room, or vice versa, and we'll just chop it up with all the rest of them. You know, if they need to meet me or if they need to talk on the phone, I think that's a part of the bond that you build with them, is that you can always kind of fall back on them when you need someone, and you don't ever have to question whether they want the best intentions for you or not.
Also, I don't think this should just be like a Greek kind of thing, just because we're black people in America.
Yeah.
So, like, if anybody in this room needed to be checked, I believe that all of us in here would do, pretty much.
Yeah, sure would.
Yeah, because I got friends that text me and be like, you got to get on your stuff. Like, if I'm feeling myself or slacking or not focused, or not even my LBs, just people in other organizations and stuff. Some people, they let the Greek stuff get to their head for real. Don't let the Greek stuff get to your head. Like, at the end of the day, these are people you just met.
Yeah, it's the season. People you cross over and they tell you like the hard work starts now, like the real work starts now, and you really don't understand what they mean by that until you're here. And it's like, absolutely, like people always want something from you. If it's not a document, it's a connect. If it's not an email, it's the real work starts now, because people look at these organizations like it's just fun. You see the strolling, you see the stepping, you see the calls, the ski weeks, the hair flip, all that, and you think that's really what it is, but it's so much more than that. Like, this is a business. These are businesses. That's why they have incorporated. That's why they're incorporated. So you have to run the business in these chapters. You're keeping up an international business as a chapter. So it's a lot of work that you put in. So I wish somebody would have told me, like, sis, this is like a whole job.
Man, I wish somebody would have told me how many fake people come up to you and say, what's up? I'm gonna just keep it 100.
Boy.
Cause like before I became Greek, it was like I stayed in my own lane. I'm a real chill person and everything. Then once I get my letters and everything, everybody like, oh, what's up? Like, bro, I don't even know your name.
People that would have walked right past you want to like
right, yeah,
have this long conversation with you now. Like,
I said
even Greeks.
Before I became Greek, I was like, well, these people not hollering at me right now, but when they start coming, when they start flocking, I don't want to hear it. Pause,
you know? Blow up, huh?
Yeah, when I hit that glove, they be like, hey, Bree, you see me all last semester, you didn't say anything to me. Goodbye.
Or really your name changed to like, oh, that's actually the SG row, and it's just like, okay, like.
Yeah, your name is no longer
like it's no longer
Chris.
what it is.
I ain't never heard Justin and Sigma. I'm still Justin. Yeah, I'm still Justin. Nobody call me Justin Sigma.
That's Chris Kappa. That's Poppy Lit. That's make your girl wet.
Oh, I thought that.
Who's that? You know what I'm saying? That's some pretty nasty to it. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's great.
That's my favorite.
It is what you make it.
It is what you make it. You said it's for like all jokes aside though. She hit on the noggin though. That business aspect something serious. Like I'm the treasurer, of UT, Nphc. I mean, it ain't no joke. You feel me? Ain't nothing to play with, because now you want somebody else's time as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to treasury, money is time, baby. You know what I'm saying? So you don't control that. I mean, basically whatever your role is, you ain't doing it. Somebody else is gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's a business.
It's a lot of pressure.
So I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
It is a business, and not just with each individual organization, but like he said, he's the treasurer at Nphc. So you're not just representing your organization, but you're representing all at Nphc. So like when there's other people on campus looking at you, they might not be like, oh, dang, look at that Kappa. Like they'll be like, man, look at these Greeks. You know what I'm saying? Like these Greeks always over here.
I see it as like the D9 represents the black community on campus.
Yeah.
It's like when you acting a fool, they all see it. They all can't. A lot of people can't wait for y'all to mess up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's so true.
You are held to a higher standard and a big pedestal.
Especially being at a PWI like we is, we are like kind of like you said, like the face of the black community within UT. So I'm not just a Kappa no more. I'm Christopher. I'm from the Nphc as well. Like we're all one. Like we're a family.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, so it's like the bond we got now. It kind of came natural in a sense because like we're all in one goal. Exactly.
I'm gonna be sentimental. I wish somebody would tell me make more space in my heart because listen, I did not I knew that it was a sisterhood, but I did not know I was gonna feel this much love from my LSs. Like my LSs and my LBs. Like it's overwhelming. Like it just feels so good to have built these connections and like I don't know, like it just feels so good. Like just to love on them and have them love on me and I just be.
That's that blue and white.
Absolutely. I just be geeked. Like, it just feels so good. So, I don't know. Somebody should tell me I was supposed to just get showered with love. Like,
to kind of touch off of that as well, I'm actually an only child, so the whole like brotherhood thing completely new to me. I'm used to kind of being by myself, and if I had a problem with someone or a situation, I always had to handle it myself. So to have 4 other line brothers definitely has lifted a little bit of a weight off my shoulders a little bit because I'm not used to that.
And it's for everything. Like the sisterhood is for everything. Like my line sisters are always going to be my line sisters. Like their kids are going to be my nieces and nephews. Like I will be at weddings, I will be at anniversary, depression, everything because those are my sisters. They're my family.
Active or inactive?
Yes. Oh well. I mean, you're right. But that's where that check and balances come in. You make sure sis get it together so she can be back active. But I think when you're Greek, you don't get to really because like Chris said, it's all eyes on you. So it's like you represent something bigger than yourself. So when you're drunk acting stupid at a party, it's not just Laycee's drunk acting stupid. It's the AKAs. It turns into you lose your name. It's just your org was acting stupid, or when you get into a fight or you make a scene or you doing something that's negative, you're looked at as your org. So it's a lot of pressure being a party.
Your org basically become your last name.
Literally.
It's all about I anymore.
It's we. It's so true.
Yeah, but stay tuned for the next video though. I'm trying to do a stroll video so you can see that organization stroll if they're down. So stay tuned and
Yo, come to them nukes, man.
Oh, 6!
Blue, boy! Hey, walk on for my sins. Those goddamn motherfucking nukes, man, alright?